Hello everybody, welcome back to 9 Years in China with old teacher Kenny. Um, Today is going to be a very, very heartfelt discussion, and I hope you understand the things I'm going to talk about today. Um, After I got to Fuyang, got settled in, started meeting people, everywhere I went I was meeting new people all the time. And one day, a teacher I knew at another college, he invited me to go visit a little school. And I didn't realize how little, but they wanted to invite the foreigner to come by and say hi to the kids. And this ended up being one of the most profound, this first time events in my life. I was just learning about China, and the people. I love the people. Chinese people are really good. And the students, rich students, poor students, all walks of life I was running into. Anyhow, I get invited to this little middle school, and it's basically, it was 75 boys and 75 girls, if I remember right. And they all had little dorms, and a lot of students, had to live there all the time. They come from the farms and little bitty villages. These are poor kids, and the school would bring them together and do all the normal things. It's a middle school, it's an official school, but just really small. And that first time that I went there, their kids are running up to me and shaking my hand and asking me, little English corner kind of questions. And I would shoot some hoops, with the boys, play a game of horse or something. And just a little bit later, I had this group of girls come up and grab my hand and talking to me, and they wanted me to come see their house. They had this big, this 12 girls to a dorm, if I remember right, and basically it was a big room and with chairs around it for them to study, little tables. But I realized really fast, walking into that dorm, these kids had nothing. They had like bunk beds made out of, looked like fresh 2x4s, so the school couldn't have been around very long. I'm talking about just regular old 2x4s, nailed together, little kind of mattresses, whatnot. And all the beds had mosquito netting around them, to keep the bugs off, because where they were very close to woods. And I saw a couple fans in the ceiling. There was no air conditioner. You never see an air conditioner hardly in China. And I looked, as I was looking, they're talking to me, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, they got their wash hanging all around on the ceiling, and very, very simple clothes, t-shirts, maybe a dress or something, sneakers. And it just amazed me to see these conditions. I never thought of a school being like this. But they're the sweetest kids I ever met. And they would sit me down. Now I visited them several times, and they would sit me down, and they wanted to sing to me, and for some reason I never brought my guitar. I think it's strange. But they would sing songs to me in English, or even a Chinese song, which I loved. I loved hearing it, those little voices singing. And during this whole time, especially this first evening that I had visited with them, they were so happy. I've never seen poor people so happy. These kids were oblivious to the fact that they had nothing. Very, very few possessions. They had a telephone. Everybody's got a telephone. They had a telephone, some books, and that was pretty much it. But they were so happy. It touched me deeply. And that was my first visit, and the whole time I was just in shock of how happy these kids could be in such bad conditions. They would wash outside. They had these tanks with the hydrants, and they would hand wash their clothes outside. No washing machines. And when I went there, the several times I got to go there, they were washing their dishes outside in these same tanks. So anyhow, that night, I remember coming home that night and just thinking about what I'd seen, and the tears would just run down my face. It was really, really unbelievable. And I'd seen them several times, and in Fuyong, I was only there for 1 year. And as it got closer to the end of the year, and I knew I was going to another city, I had made arrangements to take these girls, this room, I wanted to take them to dinner. And so we arranged to all take them out, and we went to have hot pot, which is great. I love to go eat hot pot. And so it was me and the students and one of my teacher friends and the headmaster of the little school. We all went out. We had a good time, and we played with the kids and had a lot of fun in the restaurant. And when it was time to go, we posed for some pictures, and you'll get to see some pictures from the dinner and right after dinner, and you'll see us standing in front of the restaurant, and you'll see one of the little girls is holding my arm, and she's holding my arm because she didn't want me to go. It gets you right here in the heart. They do not want to see you go. And I knew going to another city, and it's hard when you don't speak Chinese. It's hard to make arrangements sometimes for things. But I knew I would probably never, and it was true, I never saw them again. A few of them had my QQ messenger, but I still, to this day, it really tears me up because I got a car waiting on me, and we were posing for pictures, and as I was trying to go, they're pulling back on me. But when you, I'm trying to think of the right word. When you see poor people, when you see people in conditions like that, they're not always down. And you would think, oh, they got to be sad all the time. They got to be down all the time. But these people take life as it hits them. And you really get, and when I was in China there, I really got to see the heart of the people. So anyhow, that's kind of a sad little story, but it's a very heartwarming, heartfelt little story. And I want you to think about the things I've said as you see these kids, okay? But anyhow, hope you enjoy the story and you get something out of it, a perspective, because I know it changed the whole way that I saw the Chinese people, how I saw life there, and it made a profound impact on me. So anyhow, I hope you have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We got lots and lots of stories, guys. So anyhow, you have a good day, okay? And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.